So the next piece is we're going to go ahead and inspect the abdomen. I'm looking at the contour of the abdomen. I'm looking for any obvious masses, lesions, bulging of the abdomen. I'm going to go ahead and shine a light upon the abdomen, and I'm looking for any obvious pulsations coming from the abdomen. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and auscultate the abdomen with the diaphragm of my stethoscope. And I'm going to start in the lower quadrant and listen for the bowel sounds. And you can listen up to 2 minutes to determine whether or not the bowel sound is absent or not. So the bowel sounds are nice and active. Next I'm just going to feel around on the stomach to see if a light palpation, if I feel any obvious masses, any abnormalities. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to percuss on the abdomen. And listening for any abnormal sounds. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and percuss for the liver border, and I'll start at the bottom and percuss up and note the change here. And then I'll start at the top. And noted the change there. So normally that would be 6 to 12 centimeters, and that's within the parameters there. And I'll go ahead and percuss for the spleen as soon as I hit dullness, which is right around in here, which I did do that. The next thing I'll do again is a light palpation around on the stomach, feeling for any abnormalities. And then we'll go ahead and do a deeper palpation. Again, I'm feeling for any masses, anything that's abnormal within the abdomen. The next piece is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to palpate for the liver border. And so I'm going to make my way up. And then what I'm going to have you do is take a nice deep breath and then blow out. And again. And right there, nice liver border. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and palpate for the spleen. Again, I'm going to have you take a nice deep breath and blow out. And I'm feeling, and I don't feel for the spleen. So then what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and palpate for the kidney, and I'm going to feel up under this way. And then what I'm going to have you do is take a nice deep breath and blow out. And I'm feeling for the kidney. And then we'll come around on this side. And again, I'll have you take a nice deep breath and then blow out. And I'm feeling for the kidney. And there you go. Then I will feel for the aortic pulsation. And that's good. And then the other piece is I'll feel for the abdominal muscles, so I'm going to have you go ahead and feel around on those. And those are nice and firm, and those feel good there too. Lastly, I'm going to auscultate for the aorta. The renal artery, the left renal artery, left iliac artery, the right iliac artery, and then the femoral artery, and the left femoral artery. And again, I'm listening for any bruits, anything abnormal with that. Lastly, what I'll have you do is I'll have you go ahead and stand up for me. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to take a look at the cervical spine, and then the thoracic and down into the lumbar spine. I'm looking for any kyphosis, any kind of scoliosis, any thoracic tenderness, which I don't see. I'll have you go ahead and bend forward for me, and feeling for any scoliosis, which I do not feel. And that would conclude my video, and thank you very much.